Hello everyone, I'm Stefan. In a new video, we're going to learn in this tutorial how we add, subtract, multiply and divide quotients. So first of all, we have B, C and D shouldn't be equal to 0 because we can see in the denominator here, so shouldn't be equal to 0. And for example, we have A over B and C over D, so we want to add them to each other. What we do, we have to find the common denominator. Sometimes we have to multiply them when is not one factor to another. Otherwise, we have to this is always work, but sometimes just you don't want to make this number here very large to multiply in big number. Sometimes there are some exceptions. So if we have A over B plus C over D, what we do, we multiply B, multiply in D, and D multiply in B. So what we are going to have, so since we multiply here on D, we have to multiply the top as well. And here we multiply in B, we have to multiply in the top, and then we add them to each other. This stays like this, and we add those numbers together after multiplying them. And we have multiplying is the easy part in the quotient to multiply them. We just multiply this and this, and we multiply this and this. This what we have here, AC over BD. And minus, I didn't add it here because it's same thing as adding, just the differences here will be minus. That's the reason why I didn't put it here. The same thing, just has to be minus here. And we have division. If we have A over B divided by C over D is just equal to A. We take this part here, we put it here, and we take second part and we flip them. So therefore we have is A over B divided by C over D is just A over B times D over C. We flip this. That's it, this is what we did. So will be AD plus BC. Then just when we flip them, just we multiply them as here. It's very simple. So let's do some examples. If we have, say here we have 5 over 6 plus 9 over 8. The first thing we do, we have to find the common denominator. The common denominator here is we can multiply this here, give as 48, but in this case we shouldn't do that because we have another factor. It was going to be 24, because if you see here we have 8, 16 and 24, and here we have 6, 12 and 24. So we see that the common denominator is going to be 24. So will be 5 over 6 multiplied in 4 plus 5 in 9 in 3 in 8 multiply in 3. Since we multiply here in 3, we have to multiply top as well in 3. Since we multiply 4 here, we have to multiply 4 here as well. So what is going to give us here? It will be 20 over 24 plus 27 over 24. So we add the top and the bottom, we don't add it. We keep just the number 24. We don't add those numbers. So it's going to be 47 over 24. Don't make a mistake, then after doing this you add this together and you add this together and you put 48 is wrong. This is the answer because here you just put same number. This is just one number. Let's do second example. So we have 11 over 7 plus 4 over 3. So what is the common denominator in this case? Is going to be 21. So we multiply here in 3 and we multiply here in 7, because we have 7, 14 and 21, and we have here 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 18 and 21. So the common denominator is 21. So what we're going to do, 11 over 7 plus 4 over 3, multiply here and 3, and we multiply here as well. We multiply here on 7 and we multiply here on 7. So what is going to give us here in this case, 33 over 21 plus 28 over 21. It's just 61 over 21. Here is 21. Let's do the third example. We have three numbers now. We have 15 over 6 plus 5 over 3 plus 7 over 4. So we take those numbers here, we put them same thing, 15 over 6 plus 5 over 3 plus 7 over 4. So what is the common denominator here? The common denominator is going to be, in this case, is going to be 12, because we have 6 and we have 12. We have 3, 6, 9, and 12. We have 4, 8, and 12. We see here this 12 is the first. We try to do the smallest one because to make it easy for you, because if not you will have a large number and you have problem. You need a calculator, make your life hard. We find the smallest common denominator. In this case is going to be 12. So we know it's 12. So what we did, we multiplied here, 12. To have 12, we multiply here by 2. Multiply here by 2 to give you 12. You multiply here by 4, and you multiply here by 3. Since you did that, you have to multiply here by 2, multiply here by 4, and you multiply here by 3. Is going to give us here 30. Just we put 112 to make it easy. Plus 20 plus 21 over 12. So it's going to be 71 over 12. So in this one here we're going to do the same thing. Here we consider it like is under 1. It's just 1. Let's write it with a different color here. Under 1. So the common denominator in this case here we have 1, we have 7, we have 5, and we have 2. So the common denominator is going to be, in this case, 70. This will be the common denominator is 35, but this is not a divisor of 35 because it's not an even number. So there will be 70. Put a line here and put 70. If you want to see that if it's 70, you can just do this. 1 is the divisor for everything. 7 will be 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70, 77. With 5 we will have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. With number 2 we will have 2, 4, 6. Just this is multiplying 20 and 35. It will give you 70, and it will be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and go. The only first number you will find in common is 70. So if you see here 70, 70, 70 is the first multiplier, the smallest one that is in common between all three. So we have 70 there, and we have here 2 plus 5 plus 9 plus 11. Now how much we multiply here? 70. 1 multiply in 70, so we multiply here in 70. We multiply here by 10. We multiply here by 10, so we have to multiply here by 10 as well. We multiply here by 14, we have to multiply here by 14. And we multiply here by 35, we have to multiply here by 35. If we put all this together, it's going to give us 140 plus 50 plus 126 plus 385 over 70, and it's going to be let's use calculator as a large number. Okay, it's going to be 701 over 70, and this is the answer here. And now we're going to do subtracting. Subtracting is same thing as addition, just the differences in the top it will be minus. So in this case here, it's going to be, what is the common denominator here is 24, because if you take 24, here is 6 multiplying 4, and this 8 multiplying 3. So the common denominator is 24. So let's do that. It will be the bottom 24. Since we multiply here in 4, we multiply here in 4 as well. Multiply here in 3, we multiply here in 3 as well. So it's going to be 5 multiply in 4, 5, and they will be here minus 9. Since we multiply the bottom in 4, we multiply the top in 4, and we multiply here in 3. So it's going to be 20 minus 27 over 24 is going to be 7 over 24. The first example. Second example is same thing. The common denominator here is going to be 21. Is the first common denominator between them. We multiply here by 3, here by 3, here by 7, and here by 7. So what we're going to get in this case, we're going to get 11 minus 4 and 21 here. We say since we multiply by 3 in the bottom, we have to multiply the top. We multiply the second one by the bottom by 7, we multiply here by 7. So it's going to be 21 minus 28, 31, I want to say 33, minus 28 over 21 is equal to 5 over 21. The third one, same thing, same procedures. We have here 6, we have 3, and we have 4. The common denominator in this case is going to be 12. Why 12? Because we have 6, 12. We have 3, 6, 9, and 12. And we have 4, 8, and 12. The common denominator is always the smallest one is 12. So what we're going to have, we have here 12 in the bottom, 12, 15 minus, let's do a plus 5 minus 7. So we multiply the first one by 2, we multiply the top by 2, so multiply in 2, multiply second one in 3, multiply here in 4, we multiply here in 4 as well, we multiply here by 3, we multiply here by 3, so it's going to be here multiplying by 4 and here multiplying by 3, so it's going to be 30 plus 20 minus 21 over 12 is going to be 50 minus 21 is going to be 29 over 12. The third one is same procedures as we did before. We know that the common denominator is 70, and we put same numbers we had, 140 since we did it before, minus 50 minus 126 minus 385 over 70, and is going to be, is a little bit large, it's going to be 421 is here is 114 or 14 will be going to be 421 over 70, and this is the answer here. It's very simple, there's no differences between addition and subtraction. So let's do the multiplication. The multiplication is really easy. You don't have to do anything, you just multiply these two and we multiply these two. So in this case here is going to be 5 multiply in 9 over 6 multiply in 8 is going to be 45 over 48. Second one, we're going to have just same thing, we multiply the top and the bottom in same number. We have 11 multiply in 4, 11 multiply in 4, 7 multiply in 3, and it's going to be 44 over 21. The third one, same thing as well, is going to be 6 multiply in 1 multiply in 5. This is considered like it's just 1, so it will be 1 multiply in 3 multiply in 2 is going to give us 6 multiply in 1, just 6, 30 over 6. Sometimes when we have something like this and you know that it has a common denominator, divisor together, so you can divide by same number. In this case you divide here by 6 and you divide here by 6 is just 5, because here give us, here this give us equal to 1, and this you divide by 6, sorry, is dividing, you divide by 6 and give you 5, so the answer is just 5. Sometimes you have to look to that and just you can make it simpler. So now we're going to do this, the two divisions. When we have a division and we have the first number here and the second number here, what we do, we take the first number, we put it, and we take second one and we put it multiplying and we flip it. For example, we have here, it will be 5 over 6 multiply in 8 over 9. We see we flip this one here and we put this down here. So what is going to be, is going to be this, is going to be 5 over 6 multiply in 8 times 8 over 9. That's it. Now you use it as a multiplication. So it's going to be 40 over 54, How we said before, you can always simplify this. We can divide this by 2, divide it by 2, and divide it here by 2. Divide by 2. I always write it multiplication. So it's going to give us here 20 over 27. Same thing in this case, same thing, we put this here, 11 over 7, and we multiply in 3 over 4. We just flip this, we flip it. So what is going to give us here? 11 over 7, multiply it in 4, multiply it in 3, and 3 over 4. What is going to be 33 over 28. And this is the answer for those equations. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share and wait for next videos. Thank you.